Have you ever wondered if it's even possible to build muscle while losing fat at the same time? Well, actually, yes, it is possible. You're probably already arguing with me right now, not seeing the possibility, because a lot of people always say no. But today I'm going to be proving exactly how possible that is, step by step. It's your boy here, Clumsy, the technique coach. And on this channel, all we talk about are techniques to stimulate muscle and techniques to lose or burn body fat. Let's get down to it. So today goes like this. Is it actually possible to burn fat and build muscle at the same time? Again, I'm here between my sets, killing it, training, but I'm going to be giving you guys the tips, knowledge, education, whatever you want to call it. Or if it's a waste of time for you as well, I'm still going to give you anyways. As long as you're watching, you're probably going to pick something up while between my sets. So I'm going to be training, and I got today a little board. See, we're progressing. Now I got a board where we can actually go to school and learn more. And yeah, so I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step of everything on this board, and I'm going to prove to you exactly how possible that is and the limitations you can face when you're trying to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. Right? So before we get into it, first thing to note is it is possible to burn fat and build muscle at the same time, but it's actually impossible to build a significant amount of muscle. So you want to keep that in mind. For example, let's say you come into the gym, you're starting the gym, this is how big your muscle is, right? It is possible to get you from this point to this point, like this, right? While burning fat, okay? However, if you're looking to build a large amount of muscle, well, then trying to lose fat while do that is going to be impossible, right? I want to make that clear from the start for people who are already wondering the possibilities. Okay, so this is for you not to have so much expectations. I want to reduce the expectations and be realistic. I want to be realistic with you, be truthful with you. So first tip to losing body fat while building muscle is to be in a calorie deficit. Just so, or if you don't know what a calorie deficit is, simply means that make sure you burn more energy in the day than you consume. So calories is basically energy. Calorie is just like, it's another word for energy. So which simply means burn more energy, consume less energy. Burn 3,000 energy, consume 2,000 energy. That's a deficit. That's a lower number than how much you're burning. So that means that you are in a deficit, right? So when you're training in the gym, doing your workout, let's say you burn 350 calories, right? And you're doing cardio after that. Let's say you burn 600 calories on cardio, but your regular lifestyle, going to the office, waking up, talking like I'm doing right now, all these movements, I'm burning calories while doing this. Even when eating, even when sleeping, you burn a little bit of calories. Together will be something maybe 1,500 calories, depending on how active you are, right? Now, if you sum this up, it's going to tell you, let's quickly sum it. So 600 and this is going to be 2,100, 2,450 is the total right here. So 2,450 is an estimated amount of calories you burn in a day, right? By the way, this is an estimate. I'm not saying what people burn. This is just like a regular estimate of someone who's really, really active. And this is probably my estimate, to be honest with you. This is exactly how much I burn when I train, exactly how much I burn when I do cardio, and this is approximately how much I burn in my regular lifestyle when I track it, right? So this is me, so active. You who just maybe wakes up, goes to the office, come back, probably burn less, right? So it's all about you burning more than you consume. So if I'm going to burn, how many did we calculate? 2,450. If I'm going to burn that much, right? Now what I want to do is I want to consume less. So maybe consume 1,500 only, right? So make sure my food is only this much. Now, how to count your calories, I'll probably make a video on that another day. I don't want to get so much into it right now. That'll be a little bit out of topic. But hey, you might just learn one or two things. Now, before we get into any other thing, you've gotten the first main tip is, if you want to burn fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. You have to consume less than you burn, right? Because when you do that, then every other thing you do, the deficit, you see the minus you have there, that's the weight you lose. So you're burning 2,500 calories, you consume 1,500 only. Subtract 2,500 from 1,500. What you have left is the deficit you are in. That's the amount of fat you're burning for the day. Now, how do you build muscle? How do you eat to achieve the ultimate formula, which is basically burning fat while building muscle? I'm going to give you the second tip after my set. Remember, I'm training while giving you guys these tips, right? And I don't want to get cold. I don't want to take so much rest. Plus, I want to get fit. I want to stay fit. Of course, if I don't stay fit, you guys will not listen to me. You will not get what you will not. You will not listen to me. You'll be like, who is that talking to? Like, I need to always be fit, so you guys can always listen to me, right? So this is 4 and 5 and 6. Here's another cool thing. Even though I'm talking between my sets, not much of a good thing though, but you get to learn a little bit about lifting weights, right? Which is awesome. Now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to hit the shoulders, and it's a compound exercise. What exactly is a compound exercise? A compound exercise is an exercise that hits more than 2 muscles, 2 to 3 muscles. So anywhere from 2 and above is a compound exercise. On this particular exercise, it goes to my shoulders, my triceps, a little bit of my forearms because of the grip, right? So that's almost 3 exercises, 3 muscle parts, sorry, that I'm hitting. But it's more of a 70% on the shoulders and a 30% on the triceps, or let's say 25% on the tricep and the 5% on the forearms, right? And here's one cool thing. Because I hold it this way, it really goes to the lateral head. If I'm gonna hold it this way, it's gonna go to the front there. How cool is that? You get to learn a pro tip, like a side hustle, which is not even the main thing of the topic. So you get to learn how to build muscle while I'm teaching you how to build muscle and burn fat. I actually show you as well. Right? You see me training, you see me doing the shit. Okay, here's the second tip. First, you have to be in a calorie deficit. You know one cool thing if you want to build muscle? You know the only nutrient muscle needs, not the only, but the main nutrient muscle needs to recover is proteins. So there are a lot of macronutrients, right? Like a lot. There's fat, proteins, carbohydrates, alcohol, right? But the cool thing is your muscle needs a little bit of carbohydrate, more of proteins in order for muscle to be built. When you train and you break down the muscles, you need these proteins for recovery. So in your deficit, if you're just going to eat only carbohydrates, well, guess what? You're going to lose weight, not lose fat, right? If you're not going to lift some weight, you're going to lose weight, not lose fat. So if you want to lose fat while building muscle, you have to train, you have to be in a calorie deficit. These 2 things, without one of this, you're not going to achieve the other. Right? I think maybe I should have said this in the start. But anyways, if you didn't watch the video up until this point, you're lost. Whoever watched up until this point, good for you. Right? So, keeping in mind, we need to do these 2 things. You need to train, you need to be in a calorie deficit. Then it comes to the main thing. Like, do you just want to eat anything? You feel like you can eat anything and lose fat or build muscle, or there's some particular things you need to eat? Well, like I was saying, you have to consume proteins for muscle to recover and can be built, right? And when you keep it that way, you know, the next question will be, how much protein do your body need exactly to build muscle, to have all the nutrients it needs to build muscle, right? Now, this is where we're going to play with something a little bit. Remember, you need that high proteins, but at the same time, you need the calories to be down, right? You need your calories to be low. So calories deficit, but proteins high. Now, if you do it wrongly, calories will be high, okay? But if you play around it well, what's going to happen is your calories will be exactly where it needs to be, and you can still consume the proteins. Hence, you can at least maintain or build a little bit of muscle mass while burning body fat, right? That's how you achieve this. So, we already know we need to be in a calorie deficit, which is now the second big thing. How much protein should you consume to ensure that muscle is being built? How much protein should you feed the muscle? Goes like this. The formula goes like this: 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, so per pound of body weight, what does that mean? Simple. Let's say I'm going to do a rough calculation right here, and I'm hoping I'm right, but if I'm not, at least you're going to get the point. Okay, let's say you 90 kilograms, okay, body weight, right? First thing you need to do is convert this to pounds. I believe that will be 200 pounds. Okay. Now, first you have to convert it to pounds. Now, 1 gram of protein, this is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is simply going to easily mean per pound means 1 gram per pound. It means equivalent to 1 pound. Okay, so 1 gram of protein equivalent to 1 pound, which means you need to consume 200 grams of protein in order for you to build muscle. So that's the ultimate formula. If you understood it, awesome. If you didn't understand it, go back, rewatch it again and again. Rewatch it as many times as possible, as many times as you need to understand it. Now, everyone has different body weights. Everyone has different statures and everything. So whether you're male or female, this formula is the same. Works for everyone. The same, okay? Doesn't change. So that simply means that all you need to do is ask yourself, what's my current body weight? What? Convert it to pounds, or if you're already taking it in pounds, then that's awesome. All you need to do is simply just 1 gram of proteins per pound of body weight is the amount of proteins you need to consume for you to build those muscles. Now, here's another cool thing. If you need to consume 200 grams of proteins, right, this is probably anywhere, per say, around 700 grams of chicken breast, right? So in my estimation, 700 grams of chicken breast will be there is 200 grams of pure protein in 700 grams of chicken breast. You can try to go check it out, do a research, but I believe I'm right in this particular point, or at least I'm close. All right, okay, so 700 grams of chicken breast. You can calculate the calories. Now, I'll try to make the next video about how to calculate calories, so you can watch these 2 videos and know how to calculate your calories. But point is, in order for you to consume the amount of proteins you need and still keep your calories low, is where we're going to be talking about. It's the main thing. When you put these 2 together, you can burn fat and build muscle simultaneously, feeling good, looking good, and still achieve the goal. Okay, I'm putting on my weights now. Right, you guys are going to learn that after my weights, after my training. Okay, so progressive overload technique. Do you know that? Have I spoken about that? Well, if you don't know that, you might want to watch again my other videos. I speak about this a lot. I put in the techniques for you to build muscle. I just dropped the last video, techniques on how to build muscle. I believe 4 techniques, which are awesome. I think progressive overload was not in them, but hey, now that I think about it, next video is going to be about progressive overload, what it is and how it can help you build more muscle, right? Because you got to use all these techniques when you train, and we're trying to use our formula to build muscle and burn fat. And this particular techniques, I mean, when it comes to building muscle, no matter whether you're trying to build muscle and burn fat, or just burn fat, or just build muscle, you gotta use these techniques, right? Progressive overload simply means slowly progress, or slowly overload something while you progress. Okay, if that makes sense. Like now I'm slowly overloading the weight as I'm progressing with my sets. But what I'm gonna do is I'll decrease my reps. The last one I did 12 reps. Even though I was speaking, you guys probably thought I wasn't counting, but I was. I'm not gonna speak this time though, but I'm heading for 10 reps. All right, so we're gonna go for it. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that was 10. How awesome was that? Now guess what? I can still go for 1 more. That was scale of 1 to 10. How heavy it was? I would say 7. Right? I believe I could still put on the weight. And guess the cool thing is I still got 1 more set. So yeah, I'm gonna add in this little plate down here, which you see. I just want to catch my breath a little bit. Of course, that was tough, right? Lifting weight is awesome, challenging, and humans love challenge. If you're a human and you don't love challenge,
Let's go.
damn man, I don't know what you love, because humans cannot grow without challenge. Your body can't grow, your bank accounts can't grow, your family can't grow. I don't know anything that can grow without challenges, right? So we need to challenge ourselves every day. And here's the cool part: when you take on the challenge and you go through it, the satisfaction that you actually want. That's the cool thing about coming to the gym. You win every day. Every day you complete a workout is a win. If you've taken the challenge of the day, you've gone through it and you've won. You don't need any medal, you don't need anyone to give you a trophy. Wow. That itself is a trophy on its own. In your heart, you know that you've done everything that you needed to do or had to do for the day, and you made it challenging. You made the day challenging by adding a workout to it, plus your regular lifestyle, and you still made it. You made it. You went through it. How awesome is that? Have a good sleep, and that's one of the benefits of exercising. You get to sleep good. You get to have good sleep. All right? Okay. So where were we? You know how much protein you should consume right now, don't you? Now, you know what you need to do. You know you need to train. You know you need to be in a calorie deficit. We're talking about it, don't you? Right. The main steps. Okay. What's the last thing to know to make this come to reality? It's simple. How to put it all together. Right. I'm going to wipe this up. How to put it all together is just what's left now. And again, it's simple. Just you don't know it. Okay. How simple is it? So we need to consume, let's use the same example which I was using, is we need to consume 200 grams of protein per day according to our body weight, the example body weight I'm using. So I think you get the point, right? And how do you now know the amount of calories you should be in? How do you now know you're in a calorie deficit? How do you know to put yourself in a calorie deficit? That's the ultimate question, the final thing to put together. Okay, now it goes like this. How do you know how many calories you should consume in a day to begin with? Easy. First off, how much weight do you want to be in? Right, like we calculated before, was 200 pounds here. Okay, now how much weight do you want to be in? So let's say you're 200 pounds and you want to come down to 95 pounds. Okay, so which means you want to come down to 190 pounds, 190 pounds for example. Okay, like you just want to lose 5 pounds. Oh, maybe you want to lose 50 pounds, so 150. You want to live from 200 pounds to 150 pounds, right? So if you're measuring your weight in kilograms, what you want to do in order for this formula to work is convert your weight to pounds. Okay, hey, don't ask me how. It's damn easy. Just go to Google. Just put there, I'm 65 kilograms. How much is this in pounds? Google will tell you. Easy. Okay, but anyways, what Google will not tell you is what I'm about to tell you next. Even if you ask Google, how do I calculate the calories to consume? Google will not give you this I'm about to give you. And hey, I'm going to give this once only on this channel. This is gold. That took me, in my 12 years in fitness, it took me the first 9 to 10 years before I knew this. Okay, and there was a point in my life that I was actually fat and had to lose weight. So having to count your calories is really big when you're trying to lose weight. It's almost impossible if you don't count your calories, or if at least you're not making sure you're in that deficit. To lose weight, lose fat, right? It's all the same thing. The only difference is losing weight is if you're not training, you just bigger you just become a smaller you, right? Losing fat is what we're talking about here. It's like losing fat while keeping muscle or building muscle, right? So just only fat, right? You don't lose muscle, you don't lose water, and losing weight is losing everything. But either way, you need to be in a calorie deficit. I don't want to go out of this topic for too long. Here's it. Let's give an example. Let's say that your goal weight is what you want to reach eventually is 150 pounds. So what you do is you take 100, I'm going to draw a line here, take 150 pounds, right, and multiply it by 12. Hey, guess what? This is gold right here. I'm going to put it in red. This is gold. All you need to do is ask yourself, how much weight do I want to be in? What weight do I want to be in? Do I want to lose this body fat up until, right? Just once you get the answer to that, which is so damn easy, multiply by 12. Oh, my multiplication looks like a plus. Sorry about that. But anyways, it's a multiplication times, right? So goal weight, not your current weight, your goal weight multiplied by 12, it's going to easily give you exactly how many calories you should consume to achieve your goal. And all you need to do is achieve that goal. All right. So what you do is simple. You know that. Let's give an example. I don't want to do all the math. I'm really bad in mathematics. I'll just say here maybe it's 3,000. Okay, I'm just gonna say the answer is 3,000, even though I think that's so much. But anyways, I'm just gonna use that as an example. Let's say the answer to this is 3,000, and we now know you're supposed to consume 200 grams of proteins every day. Easy. All you need to do is make sure that the amount of proteins you consume is all in this amount of calories you consume. If you can crack this code just as exactly as I explained it, you're gonna build muscle while losing body fat. Or you can put it the other way, you're gonna lose body fat while slowly, steadily building muscle. It's your boy here, Clumsy, the technical coach, and I'm not gonna sign out. I want you guys to watch me go for my last set. Hey, let's go for the last set. Easy. Wanna see how strong I am? Right. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can do more than this who are already training watching me right now. But anyways, I'm still proud of myself though. Watch, goes like this. 1. We're gonna go for 8. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. One more. One pro tip before we sign off is, if you cannot lift the weight, do not lift it. If you cannot control the weight, drop it. Put weight you can control, you're still gonna build muscle. At least that's the way I do it. This is just my opinion though. Do not be a follower, be a student. Like this page, follow, subscribe if you found this helpful. So much gold was being dropped today on this particular video. I'm not gonna drop this gold again. I'm gonna just keep this one video for whoever is lucky enough to stumble over it, just to learn. If not, I'll see you on the other side. Signing off.